Grace and peace, family. My name is Christina Victoria, and I'm feeling Afrolicious on this absolutely glorious and beautiful day. And I'm back to send some love and well wishes to you all. And today, what has been on my heart and mind is new. Not just new, but new. And are you ready? Can you handle it? Can you handle it, family? Can you handle it? When you get what you wanted, when you get what you wanted, when you get what you prayed for, when you get that new, can you handle it? And will you know what to do with your new life? Will you know what to do with this new timeline that you have entered into? And I'm going to make this quick, but I want to get into what it means to really switch timelines into literally have a new life. And I've kind of gotten into this a little bit, that when you ask God for a new life, when you ask God for a rebirth, don't be surprised when you get it, family. Don't be surprised when you get it, okay? And the cost of your new life is your old one, okay? So go watch that one if you need to. But when you get your new life, will you be ready for it? And will you know what to do with it? So before we get into it, as always, I love you guys. Wishing you abundant life, love, joy, peace, and prosperity, family, but not only to you, to your loved ones, to your communities, and even to your stinky butt enemies. And with that, let's get into this one. So, you know, I was really contemplating the idea of changing timelines, and I know that this, not everyone is gonna understand exactly what I mean by this, but when you ask God for a new life, okay, the trajectory of your life will fundamentally shift, okay? So if you are going in a certain trajectory, okay, and you realize that this is not the way, I am not going in the right direction, oh Lord, help. Whatever shall I do? I don't know how to right this ship, okay? God will come in and right the ship for you, okay? Orient you in the correct direction, will help you do this, okay? Certain things will fall away from your life, certain people, places, and things, certain habits, certain ways that you've been. God will start to prune your life, okay? Prune your life. So if you haven't watched that, go watch it, about how certain things, it might even feel like your life is falling apart, okay? You might all of a sudden lose your job. You might get demoted, okay? You'll be like, why is it that these things are happening? It's because God is literally shutting it down. Shut it down, okay? It has been shut down. And it has to be shut down so that you will be reoriented into this new direction, okay? And so when you have gone into this new direction, okay, you will actually shift timelines. This is so interesting. It's so fascinating when you really think about it, that the actual trajectory of your life, okay, so if you thought that, you know, what's going to happen to me is this, and people around you might have a perception of who you are and what the outcome of your life is going to be, okay? There might be a collective perception of who you are and what the outcome of your life is going to be, and who you're going to marry, and what type of job you'll have, okay? But what happens is God is the author and perfecter of all things, okay? So like, what may have been destined for you from birth, like let's say, you know, based on who your parents are, based on the circumstances of your birth, based on any number of factors, right? You know, if your parent was an addict, it may be destined, you know, you might think, well, it's just destined that I'm going to be one too, okay? Or if your parents had abuse, it's just destined that I'm going to be in abuse, right? That it's like, some things feel like I can't help but fall into these same traps because it's all I know, okay? There's all kind of different things that can feel predestined in our life, okay? But God makes miracles, okay? God can turn around literally any situation. I mean, it's absolutely miraculous. The more that I'm realizing how real these things really are, that God can shift things completely. God can change your perception. God can take away afflictions out of your heart. I mean, whatever it is, God can just whoop, shoop, just took it out, turned it around, you know, flipped it over. Like, I mean, literally. And God can change the trajectory of your life, can change your timeline. And so if you were headed toward a certain destination, God can fundamentally reroute you and say, you know what, I know that you thought this was going to be your destination, but ooh, I have something else for you. You know, I have something better for you than you thought that you had for yourself. And when you're going in this direction, you're looking straight ahead and you think that, you know, well, I guess this is going to be my life. And you will feel, just as when things start to fall away, you might feel sad or confused or lost, right? When you actually receive the new life, you might feel disoriented, you might feel confused. Like if you think about the Wizard of Oz, where Dorothy ends up in Oz and everything was black and white for her. Her world was black and white, okay? And then all of a sudden it's full color, and you're like, wait a second, hold up, wait a minute, what's going on? You know, I didn't even know that full color existed. Okay, that can be jarring for your psychologically when you're like, I was going through life this whole time in black and white and thinking that this is what it was, and everyone around me was telling me, yes, this is what it was. And I know from experience, you know, for a long time thinking there has to be full color. Like, I know that there's more to life than this. I know that there has to be. And everyone's trying to tell you, no, this is just what it is, Christina, just accept it. Just accept it, Christina, just accept it. Just get with the program. We've all gotten with the program. We've all accepted our predicament. Why can't you just accept it? Do you think you're better than us? Okay? And there is more. There is more. I was right. Okay? I knew I was right. I knew I was right this whole time. I was right. And when you enter into full color, it can feel jarring and even sad, because you're like, why is it that I was living my whole life, you know, almost at a deficit, it feels like, and then now I get this new thing. God has done a new thing, right? Don't you see it spring up? Don't you perceive it? It can almost feel surprising, shocking, even jarring, upsetting, when you're like, you know, there really is more to life than this. There really was. I knew it. But when you get it, sometimes it can almost feel upsetting, like, for any number of reasons. And if you feel me, you feel me. And so I found this verse that really spoke to me, which is in Matthew 9, okay? And it's Jesus talking about new wine and old wineskins, okay? So first he says, no one puts a piece of unshrunk cloth on an old garment, for the patch will pull away from the garment and the tear is made worse. Okay, so if you know anything about fabric, I sew, you would understand you kind of have to wash the fabric first, otherwise it will have problems. Okay, so you have unshrunk fabric and shrunken fabric, they don't go together. Okay, nor do they put new wine in old wineskins, or else the wineskins break, the wine is spilled, and the wineskins are ruined. Okay, but they put new wine into new wineskins. New wine, new wineskins, and both are preserved. And so this was a message that God put on my heart that obviously I'm sharing with y'all. Welcome to my video journal, y'all, as I just truly am enlightened more so every day, and I'm just happy to share the gospel of Jesus Christ with anyone who needs to hear it, y'all. He's awesome. I wasn't trying to be an evangelist, but you know, it's so good. I just really can't stop talking about it. Okay. And it is that, you know, when you receive your new life, are you putting these new things into new wineskins? Are you trying to fit them? Are you trying to conform them into your old mind? Okay, this is what's, it's wild. The word says, you know, be not conformed to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. When you get your new life, okay, old life fell away, people, places, and things fell away, okay, that were not for you, that might have been pulling you back, hurting you, whatever, okay? Thanks be to God for pulling these things away from us that we didn't need. But then God will give you all new things, okay? And it will be better and more glorious and more aligned with your heart and with your spirit and with God than anything ever was. And it will be miraculous and awesome, okay? And awesome. And you may have an inclination, okay, to take these new things. You're like, wow, I have this new wine, and I have these old wineskins, to put it in the old wineskins. But you will ruin both, okay? The old wineskin will burst open, and the new wine will spill out. And so you have to come, when you come into these new situations, and I can't say you can renew your own mind, right? You have to ask God to renew your mind, that, wow, as you give me these new things, help me to be renewed in my mind to even perceive differently. Okay, so as I enter into this new land called Oz, you know, and help me to even perceive that my actual vision has to be different. The way I walk has to be different. The way I talk has to be different. Okay, every aspect of your life and your habits have to be different. And this isn't going to be overnight, family, that you even perceive this, but this is just a word of encouragement for anyone who is stepping into a new season, into a new life, into something fresh, you know, a fresh job, a fresh relationship, a fresh level in your life, whatever it is, that you have to allow the whole thing to pass away, okay? The whole thing to pass away and of your past, but it's especially your mindset. And if you do not, okay, this is the wild part, if you do not allow your mind to be renewed, you can even sabotage the new thing in your life and ruin it, kind of trying to make it back like your old life. Because sometimes we'll be trying to hold on to, or, you know, we're used to things being this way, so it has to still be this way. But no, it is a whole new timeline. This is you are entering into a whole new, it's almost like a whole new dimension, literally, okay, like a whole new dimension. And like I said, it can be jarring at first, but you can do it, and you have to accept that you need to put all these new things, new things into your new wineskins, okay? And whatever that new thing is for you, you know, it's going to be different for everyone, but embracing the newness, embracing the excitement of the newness. And like sometimes our emotions can be confusing, right? Like excitement and anxiety almost feel like the same thing, okay? So you'll be getting this new thing and you're like, oh my God, this is everything I asked for, like, and it will you might feel anxious, right? Because it's a similar emotion. But let that anxiety turn into excitement, you know? Let those fears turn into joy. And really ask God to renew your mind so that you are not bringing your old ways, your old habits into your new life, and you're not putting your new things into old wineskins. And so I hope this was helpful for someone. It's just what's been on my heart today as I continue to grow and evolve, and I'm just happy to share this experience with you all. I love every single one of you who takes the time to watch my videos every day, and for all of you new people, welcome. It's great to meet you. Hi, I'm Christina, and I wish that you would let me know you were here. Hi friends, go ahead and just comment something in the comment section, even if it's a little emoji, just to let me know that you were here so that I can say hello to you. And I wish that you would have an absolutely miraculous, a true miracle, happy and healed day. And as always, I love you, and I will see you on the next one.